My name is Sotiris Raptis. I work as Senior Advisor for Environment and Safety in ESPO. ESPO is the European Seaports Organization. Under ESPO, we've got Ecoports. It's a network that brings together more than 100 European ports, aiming to improve their environmental performance. Ecoports was established 22 years ago. The main purpose of the network is to bring together big, small or medium-sized ports to exchange good practices and best practices. In fact, ports get access to the network by replying to the SDM, which is a checklist of 260 questions. Once they become members of Ecoports, they can apply for the environmental performance standard of the network of Ecoports, the PERS, which is the only port-specific environmental standard in the market. And we were very proud that 1/3 of the Ecoports members have got the PERS standard. Apart from that, we also bring together this information, we crunch the data and come up every year with the environmental report of the sector, the annual environmental report, which consists of 60 different environmental indicators. It's the benchmark of the European port sector, and we can also communicate the main findings to the policymakers. For instance, we come up every year with the top 10 of the environmental priorities, and you can see there that the top 3 priorities this year was air quality, energy consumption, and climate change. Climate change made it for the first time to the top 10 2 years ago, and last year it was in position 7, and this year in the top 3 priorities. The first one of the tools we offer in Ecoports is, first of all, they can join Ecoports, which is a wake-up exercise. By replying to the questionnaire on their environmental report, on the environmental performance, they're able also to identify what they're missing and what they're doing well. But the next step is to apply for a gap analysis to identify what are the weaknesses or the strong points of the port, and to identify also how far away are from the requirements of our environmental standard. And of course, the final step is to apply for the environmental standard, the PERS. It's important here to point out that one of the main requirements of the standard is to communicate with the local community and the port stakeholders. One of the requirements is that the port publishes at least every 2 years its environmental report. We are aiming to further enhance transparency and accountability of the port sector. This is happening by applying and by getting the certificate. And when it comes to us, because we are a European organization, we represent the European port authorities at European level. For us, it's also important because we can come up with the benchmarks, and we can thus make the whole sector more transparent and more accountable. Everybody can check year by year how much better or worse the sector does. Our role is to put in place the tools for the ports to improve the environmental performance, and our role is also to facilitate the flow of good practices among our members, and of course to increase transparency to the outside world and to communicate what is happening in our sector. If you look at our environmental report, you will see there that almost 70% of the European ports are certified with internationally recognized environmental standard, either ISO 14001 or PERS, Ecoports PERS. You can also see that many ports provides environmentally differentiated port fees for ships that go beyond regulatory standards. And you can also check how many ports offer onshore power supply and LNG bunkering facilities. www.espo.be and www.ecoports.com.